JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
So JEM and the Holograms get invite-told to come to Washington and perform for the President and the First Lady, who's not in this episode at all. And you might think because of the era this show came out in, it'd be Reagan, but no, it's President nondescript, just the President. I don't think they even name him, just non-specific president person. So, JEM scouts ahead. It goes to the Kennedy Center where they're going to be performing. And whatever security measures they have there to protect the president is blocking Synergy's signal. So the Holograms decide to dismantle Synergy's mainframe and haul it all the way to Washington and set it up in the hotel room, and that's close enough, I guess. Meanwhile, there is the masked marauder who is stealing the greatest treasures of America. You know, like one of the original flags, you know, the one with the circle of stars, the Liberty Bell, Abraham Lincoln's cane, Paul Revere's cup. Not cup, but, you know, goblet, drinking cup.
Stop! Don't touch that! That's Paul Revere's chalice! It's priceless! That's Lincoln's cane! Put it down! Don't let them escape!
So, yeah, we've got a bad, nasty thief. So, of course, the Misfits hear about this, and they're like, well, if JEM and the Holograms get to perform for the president, then we're just going to kick down the doors of Congress and perform there. And they do. And then they get dragged out. Well, hey, probably the most lively the Chamber of Congress has been in quite a while. Unfortunately, the Misfits song that they perform is called Star Spangled Fantasy. Is it good? Might be. Unfortunately, this is one of the episodes where the vocals are pretty heavily buried in the mix, so a little hard to hear, but it seemed like an okay song. So the Misfits are spying on JEM and the Holograms, who are in their hotel room trying to put Synergy together. And Eric Bad Guy say, and they're on the phone with Eric, and he's like, that sounds a lot like that computer that the private investigator I hired in like episode 5 found. So if it's that important to the Holograms, yes, we should look into that. And then Eric Bad Guy and the Misfits completely drop out of the episode, so the government, the Pentagon, steals Synergy and confiscates it and tears it apart and starts poking at its circuits. Apparently, and their explanation to JEM and the Holograms is, well, you have unauthorized equipment. That sounds made up. I don't think that's a thing. I think you're lying. The government is lying about something. JEM and the Holograms are kind of screwed because without holograms, there's no JEM. So they say, okay, well, maybe the government hasn't torn Synergy completely apart, so let's storm the White House! And they do, while Synergy's being torn apart, and it's actually presented in kind of a horrific way, because Synergy is being piece by piece ripped apart with cables being snipped, and she's fading fast, but Jerrica is running around just shooting holographic animals like eagles and buffalo at the Secret Service trying to storm the White House. And then Synergy goes offline and the holograms go away, and the holograms are shot dead, and that's the end of the show. I thought there was about 20 more episodes, but I'm kidding. The president says, okay, guys, stand down. Holograms, come here. What the hell's going on? And they say, we would really like you to give us our property back. And he says, I'd like to, but you got to tell me what it is. And they're like, no. And then the masked marauder, who's been stealing the America's most important national treasures, steals the president. You know, the most important national treasure. So you know this is definitely not a contemporary show. So the president is kidnapped, and Jerrica, he's thrown into a van, and Jerrica jumps on the back of the van, and the van goes away to the secret hideout where the masked marauder is has taken all of his pilfered goods. And the holograms manage to put Synergy together long enough for Synergy to help out the Prez and Jerrica with some holograms to beat the masked marauder and save the day. And of course the president finds out what Synergy is, and Jerrica goes so far as to, oh yeah, JEM isn't even real, watch, Showtime Synergy.
Hello, Mr. President.
Amazing.
Ta-da! So, yeah, the president now knows that, the secret of the holograms, and Rio does not. Poor Rio.
There's one more thing. If JEM would kindly appear in Washington on the day after tomorrow, my entertainment coordinator will meet all the necessary arrangements for the concert. All my best.